So this message right here is dedicated to all of the bills that have been trying to rise against me. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Y'all keep attacking my bank account. It won't work because I'm locking my card. So y'all bitches need to have some compassion. Give me a day. It don't even be time for the bills to be due yet. Here y'all go with y'all hand now. Let me pay the bills on time. Y'all see what the economy is giving right now? Just give me some room. Damn. Oh, and Apple, bitch, that goes for you too. Cause y'all stay trying to snatch something. I don't understand how I have so many $9.99, $2.99, $5.99, $3.99 left. Where are the subscriptions that you're speaking of? I need to see some receipts.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
This 2025, I beg, brush the whole I'm on my fitness journey, brush the whole, oh, I'm gonna be, eating right. What I'm doing this year, and you should be doing too, is holding your funds like this. Last year, the way I was just recklessly spending, tap here, tap there, tap there. Otiba Jeju, it's really bad. Because this year, I'm really gonna be moving like Mr. Krabs and Mr. Scrooge before he really found light in his heart. I don't care if you call me stingy. I don't care. Because I dare one person to say, yo, let's go halves on this. Yo, can you buy me this? Yo, I'm feeling hungry. Do you know? No. I'm really dying on the hill of there's rice at home. I don't care.
I'm so sad. This morning I looked at my bank account and that's it. Just kidding. No, but I have more money than I usually would, or like that I should. And so then I get to work and I looked at my work calendar. Dude, I forgot to pay my car payment. Like, oh my gosh. And at this point, it's literally like a week late. Which I don't really get how I missed it, because I'm always like writing stuff in my calendar. Because like it can be slow sometimes. So I'm just like making myself like busy at work or whatever. So I make my car payment now on my lunch break. And it's annoying because like the whole process of like, I have to go get my money out of my bank account and then go put it in the other bank for the payment. And it's like this whole thing. So here it is.
How are you?
Good. I'm just making a car payment.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too. How cute. She gave me a little chocolate. Now I have to go back to work. I have my little receipt that I paid now. And so I had to go sleep away for another 4 hours to pay my bills. Back to being a broke bitch. So hopefully my bills won't be late next month.
I swear, y'all, every time I get the utility bills, like when they're time to be paid, I honestly want to run away to like a little field and just live off the earth and the light and the water and just, I'm so tired of bills. And they don't get cheaper. I thought our gas bill was going to be pretty cheap because, I don't know, I just thought it was. Our light bill was pretty decent, $104. I'm not complaining. But our gas bill is $211. I guess because we're turning the heater on. I mean, I didn't really realize that the heater used gas, but I guess it makes sense, right? It makes sense. But yeah, $211 for the gas bill. Just can't get a break here, y'all. I'm sick of it. And the gas bill is due on my daughter's birthday. So, yeah, happy birthday to her. She's got gas and heat in the house. So, yeah. I did tell them they need to sleep in like hoodies and double up on blankets because we just need to not turn that heater on. Anyways, bye.
I don't know how you guys have been feeling this past few weeks or so, but I've been feeling energetically low. Like, I feel like I don't have the energy to get up and go anywhere. I don't have the energy to get up and do anything. I don't even have the energy to interact with people, let alone make eye contact with them. It's just a depressing thought to think about that things probably will never get any better here in the United States of America. Housing will never be affordable, so shelter will always be out of people's reach. Healthcare is unaffordable, insurance is unaffordable, so it's always be out of most people's reach. I just want to take a nice vacation somewhere and do something fucking nice for myself. And for me, it's like there's nowhere to go that's not expensive, and there's nothing that I could do that's not self-destructive in some type of way. Living in a city just makes me feel so cooped up. There's nowhere where I can go where there's just not fucking people. There's nowhere I can go where it's just quiet and the sounds of nature so I can have peace of mind. Spending money to live and spending money to go to work and just paying bills in this never-ending cycle just is not the life that I thought I was going to be living as an adult. I'd like to travel some more and actually have time to enjoy the places that I'm traveling to, not just be traveling somewhere on business and only get to experience a place from around the airport or around the hotels or the resorts and other fucking international locations. Like sitting on a beach right now, soaking up the sun and having my toes in the sand, that feels so good mentally to think about right now. Rather than being here stateside and feeling like I have to constantly be productive or constantly be working just so I could have a roommate or two. Nobody wants to settle down because everybody has these big dreams of having a sugar daddy. Everybody wants the hottest chick and everybody wants the richest man. Building together is just out of the question anymore. Oh, you want to build a life together? Oh, you must not be a high value man. It's like those dating requirements people put on the websites and apps. Must have a car, must have his own place, must have a job, must make over $100,000 a year.
Good morning. This is not a Wakanda post today. So yesterday was Friday, and I paid bills. 0 stars. In fact, 4 black holes. I do not recommend. However, I was thinking about different things. Like, there are certain things we should just not be paying for. At all. Like rent, I don't mind paying for rent. I like my space. I don't mind, rent, a mortgage. Pay that, fine. But in the year of our Lord Beyonce 2022, the fact that we have to actually pay for internet and electricity makes me mad. I'm angry about it, and I can't what it. Some folks still paying for water. Like, I live in New York, so we don't really pay for water in the city. But what are bills? And even if I were independently wealthy, I would just hate paying bills.
2/3 parents now saying they pay for their adult children's bills. Recurring bills, not like going out to supper for the weekend. Groceries, gas, electricity, phone, whatever it is. 2/3 of parents paying for their adult children's bills. When does this end? I know it's 2024 and things are hard. Finances are tough these days, but at what age do parents need to cut the cord and say, these are up to you? Figure it out in some sort of capacity. I know parents are always there to help their children, but when does this end?
It is amazing how having like an extra $500 in your bank account when you're paycheck to paycheck makes all of the difference. I've been paycheck to paycheck for a while, but recently I've been able to save a little bit of money in my bank, and I'm like, I can breathe. Like, I can get gas without being like, fuck, do I have enough gas money in my account? Like, obviously I can't like pay all my debt off and like with $500, and I can't get back on track, but at least I know like I can get to work. Like, it's the little things in life.
Credit card debt is not fun, okay? I have so much money on my credit cards. They're all pretty much maxed out. I couldn't keep up with the payments, and I think almost all of them, my accounts are closed. That's not good, but I will tell you this, it's like going through a detox, because things that I would just be like, oh, I'll just put on a credit card, I can't do that anymore. Those accounts are closed, those cards are gone. The only money I have comes from my paycheck, and that money goes towards necessities, which is the big thing that I've had to learn to differentiate the needs from the wants. So all my friends get to go do fun things, I am having to pay off credit card debt. It has taught me to be content with what I already have. It has helped me utilize places like the library. It has helped me declutter because I've had to sell things to make my bills. This is probably like the worst year of my life financially, but I think I've grown up a lot and I'm kind of happy about it.
Hi, my name is Julia and I am nearly $30,000 in debt. While that is incredibly embarrassing to really recognize that I've made those choices in the past to get me to this point. This is the bed that I've made, and I'm now laying in it. So let's set the scene. 19-year-old me got my first credit card, and for the next 4 to 5 years, I was just so smart, so like responsible with it, not using it unless I was able to immediately pay it off. And I was making plenty of money compared to what I was spending. I was living in a low cost of living area, saving hundreds of dollars every month. And so it was a really good situation for me. And then I moved to New York, and long story short, I didn't make any changes to my lifestyle or my cost of living. So when I moved to New York 2 months into my lease, I unexpectedly lost my job. I had several thousands in savings thanks to my previously responsible self. And then I started using credit cards to kind of cover the difference. And don't do that. I know I shouldn't have done that, but it happened. So while I didn't change my way of living, I am now taking 3 years later, going to try and finally take a real impactful step toward getting out of this debt. So if you want to, feel free to follow me along with this journey. It'll be slow, it'll be what it is, but I need to make sure that I'm taking care of myself financially and moving forward as well. So excited to see where this goes.
So here's everything that I'm gonna do as a 23-year-old who has been financially irresponsible in 2025 to get out of debt. So here we go. So if you guys want like a full breakdown of all my debt, I can do a part 2, but I'm just gonna give the full number right here, $98,916. And just as a preface, I am someone whose parents told them that they have to go to college, and now I don't use my college degree. Okay, so the first thing I won't be doing is door dashing, going out to eat, and getting coffee in the morning. These are my main 3 things that have spent me so much money this year. So I will not be doing that. Another thing is my love language is giving, so I'm gonna stop getting gifts for my fiance and for other people for no reason. And the last thing is I'm not gonna be going on shopping trips. This literally ran up my credit card because everyone wants to go to the mall. I will not be going to the mall this year.
Hey friends, I'm gonna be a little vulnerable today. Does anybody else feel like life is just a constant struggle every day? It's like you work and you work and you work to pay bills, and sometimes even then you're behind on bills, or you can't make your bills on time, and then you get disconnection notices. And life shouldn't be so hard. Life shouldn't be such a struggle all the time. You shouldn't have to work your life away to still come up short. I'm only saying this because I just went and paid my rent, and we're still short on the rent, and I just feel like life is just constant. It's an everyday struggle all the time. It defeats you every day. Life shouldn't be so hard. Life shouldn't be so demanding, and you work your life away, and for what? What do you have to prove for it? It's hard. Life's hard. Life's a struggle, and it shouldn't be so hard.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
Here in 2024, there are a lot of people who want to separate you from your money. I know, I'm not telling you anything you don't know with that one. What I am saying, though, is that a lot of people are very quick to throw out, hey, here's a scam, watch out for the scam. And I propose that not everything is a scam, that some things are just poor decisions. let me give you an example. If some organization or group or individual has taken the time and expense to mimic a national banking institution, a national financial institution, they are targeting those customers, they are spoofing their number, and they have created this elaborate scheme to trick you, not just you, but a large number of people, That's a scam. I mean, that's definitely a scam. Now, you could argue that poor decisions are made and the people that are swallowed by that scam. That's another argument for another day. But that in and of itself is a scam. Now, the guy who posts the front and back of his debit card on social media and then is surprised that his account was cleaned out, that's not a scam, that's a poor decision. The reason I bring this up is because I've been seeing a woman on social media lately in New York City. And to be fair, from what I understand, from what her family has said, she was under anesthesia, the effects of anesthesia from having wisdom teeth pulled at the time, which, if her family knew that, why was she wandering around New York City by herself? That's another argument, another story for another day, I guess. But she was warning people that there's this scam going around, that these kids came up to her and said that they are in need of new uniforms, I think for one of their, like their baseball team or something. And and they accepted Venmo or Zelle. And she handed them her phone to put their details in, and she was scammed. If in 2024 you're handing your phone to strangers, I don't know that that's a scam so much as a poor decision. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a helper by nature. I am, and I want to help you. And if you are in a situation, I'm going to do what I can, and I will make phone calls for you. But in 2024, I'm not handing a stranger my phone. I don't think that's a scam.
This journey to paying off my debt is not easy. It's so hard to break the bad spending habits that I have. I am like, do you need that? Do you want that? Can you afford that? Is it in your bank account? Do you have to transfer money for that? Do you have to use a credit card for that? Like, asking myself so many questions the first no is like, okay, you can't have it. And you don't need it. Like, do you need it? No, you don't need it. But I have just been in this mentality of just like, you deserve it. You work hard, get what you want. You'll be fine. Especially when you like know you're going to be successful. So it's like money's going to come and go. So you're going to be fine. But it's like right now you don't have it. So you can't be, you know what I mean? Like, I just be battling with myself. It's so hard. Like, anybody else out there that is trying to not spend, it's like, ugh, I want it. Oh my God, it's so hard. Okay, but I've been doing good. I've been tracking how much I've been spending daily. I did just get back from a work trip, so even there, I had got a massage, so I shouldn't have did that. That was just out of my budget, but that's where I say I struggle with like, you deserve it. You can have it, girl. You work 2 jobs. Your body's tired. You're sore. Go ahead. But then it's like, no, because you're working for nothing. You're just going to, you know what I mean? Keep accumulating. So no. And then today I had to go stock up on like laundry soap, laundry detergent, all of that stuff. And then that was like $71 that like I didn't account for it. So I'm like, okay, you know, like you just got to be strategic. You got to be tight. And that's the only way we're going to get through.
Bad financial decisions I've made in the pursuit of love. So for Christmas one year, I was dating somebody who decided to get me tickets to his favorite comedian out in New York City, which is somewhere that he knew very well. It wasn't a place that I enjoyed visiting. But in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I've never had somebody plan a trip for me. But let me tell you, he planned literally nothing except for getting those tickets because the Airbnb was not booked. We were gonna stay with his mom, he decided, and he did not book any flights or anything else. Time comes to book the flights. He sends me some flights and he's like, you know, we should probably book these soon. And what do? Because I'm constantly trying to earn love. I go, hey, you know, why don't we just use my points? He's like, no, I feel weird, you know, having you pay for our flights for a Christmas gift that I got you. In the back of my mind, I'm going like, yeah, Chloe, that's fucking weird. Let him pay.
What are you doing?
But no, instead I say the thing that I say so many times in this relationship because I know it works on him is I say, well, if the roles were reversed and you had 100,000 points, wouldn't you just pay for it too? And he's like, you got me there. You got me there. He knew I was going to offer that. He knew I was going to say these things. So I'm like, I got you, baby. And I book the flight. 80,000 points right out of the window. And 3 days later, we break up. Yes. And it was the type of breakup where I could tell he had been planning it. And so I just look at him and I'm like, why did you let me buy those flights to the Christmas gift that you got me? And he just stared at me blankly. And of course, I can only use the credit if he is traveling with me. Yes. Yes. So don't try to earn love, girlies.
This is exactly what happens when you break up. This is exactly what happens. You get screwed over. You stay in a hole for months, if not years. You guys got to be very careful out there. Love, be very careful. Be smart about your finances. It's very important.
Do y'all ever just, go on with your life and then you have a thought, a memory like, wait, I'm really like a speck on this big ass planet that's floating around this vast ass universe. Why am I paying bills? Why the fuck am I paying bills?
I don't know if it's just me or what. It seems like every time I go to bed and wake back up, it's like them bills due again. Like, honey, what happened to them other 28, 29, 30, 31 days in between the time? Like, I just woke up and just had paid them. Can we do a little rewind another time, please?
We get up every morning to go to work, to spend 10 to 12 hours, sometimes 13 hours at work, just to pay the bills, put food on the table. We do this consistently on a daily basis. Some do it 5 days a week, some do it 6 days a week. It's a routine, it's consistent, and you do it for years and years and years and years and years, nonstop. If you get to take a vacation every now and then, majority of people that do vacations put it on their credit card, and that adds another bill to the cycle, on their monthly cycle. You ask yourself, is that it? Is that what life has to offer? Doing this consistently? 90% of Americans do this. We do this consistently. Unless you come up with something that makes a little bit more money, where you don't have to do this on a consistently basis. But majority do this every day like clockwork. If you get to fit in here, a little trip here or there, hang out with the kids and stuff like that, but this is what we do on a daily basis. You ask anybody that are not in the United States, they would love to come and do this. But yet here we do this, and we're not satisfied with this particular situation, this routine that we do on a daily basis.
Why couldn't I have been a cute ass dog? Dogs don't have no responsibilities but to be cute, eat, drink, shit, and sleep, and get pets. And then if they get lucky enough, a rich person might adopt them or buy them or something like that. Why couldn't I have been a cute ass dog? I'm tired of being an adult. I'm tired of paying bills. I'm tired of working. Lord, please. In my next life, just think about that, please. I just want to be a cute ass dog.
When I'm home, when I'm off work, when I'm free, I feel like I'm my best self. Like I'm up here, okay? And then like when I have to go to work and do like day-to-day shit, I'm like all the way down here. And then if the day gets crazy, then I'm down here. You get what I'm saying? But why? Why would I want to be down there? I could be up here, huh? Every day though? It's ghetto. Like, why is nothing free? Nothing's free? Every day? Every day. Okay. 5 out of 7?
I don't care who you voted for because it's too late, and do not debate with me in the comments when I'm about to tell you this, because girl, I just want to say this as some advice to wake you up and let you know that things are going to be cut out when it comes to all this assistance you're getting, and all that's going to be cut out, and it's going to get to a point where you either have money or you don't. And it's already like that with inflation, but it's about to get way worse before it's getting better. And I ain't even trying to be negative, but let me tell you this. This is the time to utilize your resources and find a way to get money, to be rich, to build the savings, to invest. Because there's no more, I'm just not going to educate myself on things and not try to learn anything. You're going to get left behind. You're going to get left behind and you're going to be struggling. Quit worrying about why that nigga not calling you back. Quit worrying about going out every weekend and worry about educating your fucking brain, girl. Because I'm telling you,
How are people affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living?
We're not affording life right now. I can't afford anything. I work a good job, blue-collar job, have my degree, collecting dust on the wall. Rent, utilities, cell phone bill, food for me and my pets. The only things that I can afford. I'm a millennial. Everyone's asking, so when are you going to get your house? I can't afford it. I don't qualify for benefits because I make too much money. I live in California. Our rent is atrocious. I have to have roommates. You can't afford anything. America needs to do better.
Here's how to be financially responsible. I've noticed a lot of us are lacking this information, and that's okay because our generation has been programmed to spend because that's what the big corporations want from us. But I'm gonna help you out with just getting your life together a little bit and help you become more financially responsible. The first step to being financially responsible is to not spend more than you make. So if you make $2,000 a month, do not spend $3,000 a month. try to at least spend $1,900 a month, okay? So you have at least $100 left over for a cushion, emergency fund, or stock. Number 2 is to not overspend on your credit cards. Do not max out your credit cards because that's gonna ruin your credit score, and your credit score is really important to being financially responsible, especially if you want to buy a house one day, you want really good interest rates, or if you want to buy a car, same thing. So do not overspend your credit card, do not max it out, and don't just pay the minimum, pay the whole balance. So only spend what you can afford on your credit card, otherwise just use your debit card. Number 3 is to have a savings account. Have at least $10 in there so you look at it and feel good about it. What you really want is at least 3 months of your expenses, which is called an emergency fund. If you absolutely need $2,000 a month because of rent, bills, car, and all that, you need $6,000 in that savings account, and that can happen over a year, 2-year span. But the moment you have that amount, you will feel so much more freedom immediately. When something comes up, like your car breaks down or you need emergency like tooth surgery, you have that fund to dip into and just replenish when you can. Number 4 is to think about your future. So invest in retirement, invest in your future. So put an extra $20, $50, $100 a month, put into something that will appreciate by the time you want to retire. So stocks, bills, gold, treasury bonds, there's a lot of things you can invest in, and that is so fundamental to financial responsibility because you're thinking about your future, you're not just thinking about the now, and you're securing yourself in the future, which is really important. I definitely recommend to take each step at a time. Start with not spending more than you make, and then go on until retirement and investing, and you will become a much more responsible person with your finances, and you will thank me later in the future when you're retired. If you have any questions, comment down below or DM me and I'll be free to answer.
Hey y'all, quick question. So what do y'all feel like you need to make annually to be comfortable? Because I don't feel comfortable. So I live in Atlanta. I just turned 25. I make about $90K a year. And it's like the number sounds like I should be comfortable, but it's just like at the same time, I don't really feel that way. And so I did grow up low income with a single mom on government assistance. So it's like, I don't know if this is a mental thing or if it's like, no girl, like it's cute, but you shouldn't feel comfortable yet. Is it trauma or is it not trauma? Or is this real life? Like I should be, worried about how much I got in my savings, how much is my emergency fund, because it's like a constant thing for me where I feel like I'm gonna run out of money. And then it's like, when will I feel comfortable? Like, how much do I need to make?
Listen, I don't know who needs to hear this, but long-term wealth generation means short-term discomfort. And I know it's not the most attractive proposition, but it's the honest truth. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't indulge a little bit and live life, but I am saying that the conveniences that cost extra and are a premium should be reduced to as little as possible. And when you add up those small purchases, the eating out, the coffee, the going to the bar instead of staying home, you'll realize that you're spending hundreds of dollars per month and thousands of dollars per year that can be easily invested and be making money for the long term. And the honest truth of the matter is that we don't need the latest phone. We don't need the newest model of our car. We don't need a lot of these fancy gadgets which just sit in the corner collecting dust. It's not needed, and it's putting you in debt and making you less financially free.
He is absolutely right. We have to be very smart about our financial choices. We really do. It is about the long-term game. It's not about short-term, really long-term. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now, when you're in a really good spot, it's all about delayed gratification. That's it. I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.